Hi friends, today's practice help us connect to the self-love, self-forgiveness and self-compassion. We work on expanding this area, our container for our heart, for our love, for our compassion, forgiveness. Because sometimes we get so triggered in the expectation of the mind, the judgment we put on ourselves, that we forget our own worth and our own value. So I think we all need from time to time this practice. Hope you enjoy, and it's gonna help you reconnect to that deep love for yourself that is the first place from where everything comes easy. I'll see you on the mat. Today we are gonna start standing, and we're gonna bring the hands like giving ourselves a hug, maybe touching the shoulders. And just as you're here in this hug, hugging yourself, I invite you either soften your eyes closed or gazing a point down onto the floor. And thus, I invite you to notice how this container feels. These containers of love for yourself, of feeling hugged, of feeling this warm sensation of your own hand onto your own body. And I invite you to connect to self-love, self-compassion, and self-forgiveness. With the next breath, we're going to let go of the judgment we have through ourselves. Inhaling through the nose. And then exhaling slowly in through the nose. Let go of all that judgment that we put on ourselves. Slowly, slowly exhaling out of the nose. And I invite you to let go of all the expectation that we put on ourselves. Inhaling through the nose. And then slowly exhaling through the nose. Let go of all those expectations, that's heavy things that we put on ourselves. And then notice if there is anything else in the way between you and self-love. Between you and self-forgiveness. Between you and self-compassion. And with the next few exhale out of the body slowly, slowly through the nose. Anything that may be in the way. And as we let it go of the restriction, I invite you to release the arms, interlace the hands behind the back, press them down through the earth, open the heart, and feel that it's okay, it's safe to open our heart to the world, to open our heart to ourselves. It is safe to show up with compassion, forgiveness, and love for ourselves. With the next inhale, I invite you to bring into the body, through the nose, down into the heart, all the love you can feel for yourself. Inhaling, 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 and let it spread into the heart. With your next inhale, I invite you to bring into the heart all compassion for yourself. You are okay, you are enough. Just bring that compassionate container. Inhaling, inhaling, inhaling into the heart. And with the next inhale, I invite you to bring forth forgiveness. We're not perfect, we make mistakes, and that's okay. As long as we learn and we move forward and we don't continue living on the past. Forgive yourself. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Inhaling that forgiveness into the heart, inhale, 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 inhale. And then release the hands. Bring both hands in prayer in front of the heart center, pressing the thumb into the heart center. And set an intention, phrasing an affirmation in the present tense to express this self-love, self-forgiveness, self-compassion. It could be as simple as I love myself, or I am enough, or anything that comes to mind. Or it could be an image or a color. Set your intention for the rest of the class to bring forth self-love. And then let's take a full inhale, reaching the arms all the way to the ceiling. Express, connect to your intention. And as you exhale, bring that intention into the body, bringing the hands back in front of the heart. And let the hands go. And then from here, we're gonna step the left foot back, squaring the hips to the front of the mat, adjust your stand, reaching the arms up, making any adjustment as needed to find yourself comfortable in this position. Inhaling as you are. As you exhale, cactus the arm. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the front knee. Exhale, bend the knee, cactus the arm. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, bend and cactus. As you inhale, imagine you're tapping into a source of unconditional love. Exhale, bring this love into your own body. Inhale, tap into this source of love. Exhale, bring it into your body. One more time at your own pace. And then pause either with the cactus arm or with the hands in front of the heart. And breathe, feeling this love running throughout your whole body. Stay here, one more breath. With the next inhale, reaching both arms up. As you exhale, releasing both hands down onto the floor. Tuck the back toe, step the right foot all the way to the right pulse, dropping the back knee. You can decide to stay exactly as you are. You can choose to drop down onto your elbow. You can choose to bend into the left knee. You can choose to reach for the left foot. In between all these options, choosing the one that feels good in your own body. Let go of the judgment of the mind that thinks that one is better than the other one, and choose the option that feels good in your own body right now. 2 breaths here. And then releasing the hands, coming onto the hands if you're not there already. Stepping into a high plank. And then from here, releasing the knees, the chin, the chest down onto the mat. Sliding the elbow underneath the shoulder, coming up into a sphinx pose. Completely relaxing to the feet, into the legs. Feeling the shoulder blade dropping down and back. Feeling this lengthening sensation and strengthening sensation in the spine. If you like, press into the hands and lifting the elbow up. Choosing whichever option, elbow up or elbow down, that feels good for the next breath. And then we're all gonna release down onto the mat, bring the hands to frame the rib cage. We're gonna inhale into a tabletop, exhaling into down facing dog. Pausing here, one breath. Even in down dog, get off the judgment of the mind that thinks the heels needs to touch the floor. Bend softly the knees and find space into your spine. Stay with the breath. And then start to walk the feet to meet the front of the mat. With the next inhale, halfway lengthen the spine. Exhaling, fold. And then we're gonna inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Releasing the hands onto the hips. We're gonna step the right foot back, squaring the hips to the front of the mat, reaching the arms up. Make all the adjustment in your stand to make this pose comfortable. Inhaling as you are. Exhale, cactus the arm. Inhale, reach the arms, lengthen the front knee. Exhale, bend the knee, cactus the arm. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, bend and cactus. As you inhale and reach, tap in the source of infinite love and forgiveness. Exhaling, bringing into the body. Inhale, reach for the source of love and forgiveness. Exhale, bringing into the body. Once more. And then pause, either with the cactus arm or with the hands in front of the heart center. Breathing in the space, stay as you are. Feeling this love, this forgiveness running in every corner of your body. Inhaling, reaching both arms up. As you exhale, both hands come inside of the foot, tucking the back toes. Step the front foot all the way to the left and drop the back knee. You can stay exactly as you are. Drop down onto your elbow. Bend into the right knee, maybe reaching for the foot. Again, one side may feel different, choosing the option that feels good in your own body. There is no right or wrong, there is no option better than the other. That's the judgment of the mind, let it go. From a place of self-love, what does feel good in your body? Choose that option. 2 breaths here. And then coming onto your hands, tuck the back toes, stepping into a high plank, releasing however you like down onto the mat. Untuck the toes, the arms come either by the side or they interlace behind the back. With the next inhale, we're gonna lift everything we can off the mat. Breathing in the space, feeling the space in the front of the heart. Stay with the breath. Breathe in here, one more breath. And then releasing down, the hands come to frame the rib cage. You can inhale into a cobra or an upward facing dog if you like. The exhale is down facing dog. With the next inhale, we're gonna reach the right leg up and back. As we exhale, we gently step the foot in between the hands, drop the back heel, and rise up for a warrior 2. Hip and shoulder to the side of the mat. Front knee in line with the ankles, soften into the shoulder. Feel the space into the chest. Feel this energy driving through the midline, shooting up, expanding out. This love and forgiveness running through your whole systems. One more breath here. And then lengthen into the front knee, flip the front palm. With the next inhale, reverse the warrior. As you exhale, reach forward until you reach no more and you drop the hand down on the floor, on the ankle, on the shin, maybe soft bend into the front knee. And then the left arm wrap behind the back, rotating the left shoulder to the back, gazing up to the ceiling, to the front, or down, whatever feels better in the neck. Breathing, creating space in the hips, creating space in the chest. Stay with it. Breathe in the space. One more breath. And then bending the front knee, reach the left arm up. With the next inhale, big reverse of the warrior. And with the exhale, both hands come onto the hips. We're gonna turn the hips to the front of the mat, step at the front of the mat. The left foot come behind the right one. The left arm reach up, inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, leaning to the right side, pushing the hips to the left, breathing in the space. We're creating space into the side of the body, into the side of the heart, expanding the heart container in every way, front, back, and now the side. One more breath. And then releasing, unwinding into the legs. Inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling up, lengthen the spine. And with the exhale, you can go straight into a down dog, or you can move through a bottom of the shoe push-up. Upward facing dog. And then we're all gonna meet in down facing dog. With the next inhale, the left leg reach up and back. As you exhale, gently step the foot in between the hands, drop the back heel, rising up for a warrior two. Hip and shoulders spread to the side, gaze to the front knee in line with the ankles, soften the shoulder. Feel that energy running through the legs into the midline, expanding that energy of self-love, self-compassion, self-forgiveness. One breath here. Let's flip into the front palm, lengthen into the front knee. Inhale, reverse the warrior. As you exhale, reach forward until you reach no more. Dropping into a triangle, finger on the mat, on the ankle, on the shin, soft bend into the front knee. Wrapping the right arm to the back, gaze to the front, up to the ceiling, or down to the mat, whatever is comfortable with the neck. Breathe in the space, expanding that container of love, compassion, forgiveness. One more breath here. And then soft bend into the front knee, reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Inhaling, reversing warrior. Exhale, reaching for warrior two, bring the hands to the hip, face the hips to the front, step into the front of the mat. Right foot come behind and across the left one. Reach the right arm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean to the left side. The hips push to the right. The arm reach to the left. Stay with the breath. Expanding that container of self-love, forgiveness, compassion, all the way across the side of the body. One more breath here. And inhaling, release, and come back to center as you exhale. And then from here, with the next inhale, we're gonna reach down, bend for a chair pose, reach all the way down. As you exhale, rise up and cactus the arm. Inhale, release down, round down, reach forward and up, exhale, cactus the arm. Inhale one more time, release down, round, reach up, exhale, cactus the arm. Continue a few more time on your own. Notice this rounding that opens the back of the heart and the cactus that opens the front of the heart. Stay with the movement. One more time. And then relax the arms down. Now we're gonna step the right foot to the back of the mat, open the hips to the side of the mat, interlacing the hands behind the back. Inhale, push the hands down, open the heart, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Wide leg forward fold. Notice the beauty as the arms are releasing through the earth, the head, the shoulder releasing through the earth. Notice the beauty for this forward fold. We are rounding down, opening the back of the heart. And with this arm variation, we are also opening the front of the chest, the shoulder, creating space in the front of the heart. Expanding and balancing this container of self-love. One more breath. And with the next inhale, rise halfway, releasing the arms closer to the tailbone. Exhale, pause, we are parallel to the floor. And then inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Releasing the hands on the hips, turn to the front, stepping to the front of the mat. And then from here, we're gonna move into our balance challenge, our dancing Shiva. We are gonna bend into the right knee, grab the inside of the foot and reach the left arm up. Stay with the breath exactly as you are, or decide if you wanted to hinge forward any amount. Hinging forward as long as the hips don't open to the side, that means you've gone too far. Stay with hip and shoulder facing the front of the mat. And let go of the judgment and the expectation of the mind. This option where we are not leaning, it's perfectly valid. The option where we're leaning forward any amount is perfectly valid. There is no right or wrong. Choose the option that serves you as an act of self-love and stay there. Let go of what the mind thinks a pose needs to look like. Stay with the sensation. And when you lose the focus in this very challenging balance, come back to it. When we get mad at ourselves and we lose that self-love, how can we come back to it? One more breath. And then let it go. Shaking into the hips. And then bending into the left knee, grabbing the inside of the left foot, reaching the right arm up, staying exactly as you are, or choosing to hinge forward and in a bound. Anywhere from vertical to hinging forward is our dancing Shiva. Again, let go of the expectation. Breathe in the space you are creating, whatever that is. Stay there. How can you let go of what you think it should look like and stay with how it feels? Coming back to the shape anytime we lose the focus. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Stay with a breath. 2 more breaths here. Self-love, self-compassion, self-forgiveness. And then releasing, coming back to center. Shaking, shaking, shaking to the hips. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhaling, reaching arms up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling out, full lengthen the spine. And then with the exhale, we are gonna sit low, so low that we come into a seated position. The tippy toes down onto the mat. And then we're gonna lift the tippy toes up, arms by the side, the heart stay open, and lengthen into the legs if you like, or keep them bent, choosing the option that allows the heart to stay open. Breathing in the space and in this moment of challenge, whenever it gets difficult, it gets tough in our life, how can we come back and stay open in the heart instead of closing ourselves into a shell? Can we stay open? Can we spread that love for ourselves from inside out? One more breath here. Stay with it. And fantastic job. The feet come down. We're gonna release down onto the mat, arm by the side. Feet come a distance apart or slightly wider. We're gonna move into 2 rounds of heart opening. The first option is a bridge pose. Lifting the hips, maybe interlacing the hands, or maybe reaching the arms all the way up. The second option is a wheel. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulder, lift onto the crown of the head first, and then all the way up. Remembering you have 2 rounds of choice of the same or of different. This first round, I'm gonna choose bridge pose. And I'm gonna inhale, lift the hips up and interlace my hands behind the back. Whatever you decide to be, bridge or wheel, stay with the breath. Feeling the space in the heart center, in the front of the heart. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Stay with the breath. And then slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, releasing down, down, down onto the mat. Take 1 breath here. And when you're ready, we're gonna move to our second round. It could look exactly the same, or I choose to do wheel pose. Bringing the hands underneath my shoulders, come up into the crown, and then lift up. Whatever you're at, let go of the judgment and choose the option from a place of love, from a place of listening to your own body. Breathe into the space. 1 more breath. And then if you're in wheel, first come down to the crown And then release down. We're all gonna make down onto the mat. As you arrive there, windshield wiper the knees right and left a few times. And then come up into a seated position. Those are open really the front of the heart. Let's work on opening the back of the heart, releasing down, bowing the head down. Notice I'm not going for an hamstring stretch. I'm going for opening the back of my heart. So I'm focusing on rounding the shoulder, rounding the head down. And I'm focusing my whole awareness into the back of my heart, creating space and more space, breath after breath. And then slowly rise up. Bend again into the knees, release down onto the mat. Bring the knees into the chest, scoot the hips to the left side, drop both knees to the right. You're welcome to cactus the arm, spread them wide like wing, or interlace the hands behind the head. Maybe the gaze turn to the left side. As we are twisting, we are creating space into the side of the body, expanding that container into the side body. Stay here, one more breath. And slowly coming back to center. Bringing the knees in, scooting the hips to the right, and let both knees fall to the left, maybe turning the head to the right. Breathing in the space, stay with the breath. Creating space and more space in the side body through this twist. Expanding that container 360 degrees all around. More space, one more breath. And slowly coming back to center, bringing both knees into the chest. Let's finish up with an happy baby, grabbing the outer edge of the feet, the ankle or the back of the thighs. Allowing that option to bring the tailbone down onto the mat instead of having it curl up. If it feels good to swing side to side, you're welcome to. If you prefer to pause in center, you're welcome as well. And when you're complete, bringing both knees in, squeezing them in, and then allow the body to find final Shavasana, a position that feels where you can rest and find stillness. And from a place of love, allow yourself to surrender the weight of your body to the earth, letting go, releasing the effort. Let yourself be. And then start to visualize a light at the heart center. With each breath, that light shines brighter and brighter. And that light shines the beautiful color of self-love, whatever that color is for you. And as this light shining the color of self-love, shine brighter and brighter, it floats with this light your whole heart center. And as the light with the color of self-love shine brighter and brighter, illuminates and flow the whole mind with this beautiful color and luminosity. And as the light of self-love shine brighter and brighter, it illuminates, flows, radiates the whole body with its beautiful color and luminosity. resting in the light and brightness of self-love for just a moment longer. Starting to move the fingers, the toes, bending the knees, and turning onto one side into a fetal position. And then gently pressing yourself up into a seated position of choice. Bringing the hands to the heart center, hooking the thumb. And resting, illuminating by the light of self-love, we are gonna hum the breath out with the next exhale. Feel the vibration moving through the body. Inhaling through the nose. And then bow down to your own heart. With deep respect and love, honor your heart, your inner teacher. Coming back for a moment with that intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. See if there is a deeper connection with your expression of self-love, that affirmation, color, or image. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for joining in this practice. Please subscribe to the channel to support this free content, and I'll see you on the mat.